Welcome to Internet Quality Academy. The channel is for the quality control engineer, site engineer, and the civil engineer who are working in the construction field. In this channel, we are dealing with anything and everything which is required to get success in the construction. Today also, I am going to discuss about a very important topic, that is comparison in between pre-test and post-test concrete. So what is pre-test concrete and what is post-tension concrete? In details, in fundamental, I will discuss one by one. So stay tuned until the end to get the full information. And if you are new on my channel, kindly subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon so that whenever I upload a new video, you will get immediate notification. So without wasting time, let's jump into the subject, that is comparison between pre-tensions and post-tension concrete. First, we need to know what is the tension concrete. That is, in normal concrete, we have only the reinforcement bar and we do the concrete. But whenever it is pre-test or post-tension, that is, there is a tendon, is PT tendon is passing. And what is happening? We are we're stressing the tendon to develop the stress inside this. So according to the stressing condition, there are two different types of concrete. That is pre-tension concrete, where tendons are tensioned before casting. That means the tendons are placed in the formwork, and before castings, we need to tension this one or stress that one. That is called the pre-tension concrete. And post-tension concrete, where tendons are tensioned after casting. That means it is passing through a duct, this tendon, and after concrete and after getting a minimum strength of the concrete, it is stressed and then ground. So this is become the post tension concrete. So pre-tension concrete is tendons are tensioned before casting, and post-tension, that concrete is the tendons are tensioned after the casting. So these are the things, is the basic difference in definition. The next is, what is the method, that how we can make a tendons are stretched and anchored before concrete is poured. That means the both the end, it should be fixed and it should be stretched, and then concrete will be poured. But in the post tension, the tendons are laid in the ducts and tension after the concrete has hardened. So in the post tension, the tendons will be laid inside the duct, and in the both the end, maybe one end in with the dead end, another with the live end, or both the end can be live end. And after the concrete hardened and gain a minimum strength, then from the live end it will be stressed as per the what is the design pressure. So these are the method for the post tension, and the tendons for the pre-stress. Then the it's coming, it is application. Where it is applicable, this post-tension pre-stress concrete is typically used in precast concrete elements. It is the work, and also production quality and the number of productions increase, and the durability also become more valuable. So what is used in typically in precast concrete industry, but in the post tension, that is commonly used in cast in place application and large spans in the bridge or in the commercial building. This all slabs are become the PT slabs or the post tension slab. The next is, what is the construction time? It is to be mentioned whenever we are doing any type of concrete, that we need to think about the time frame, because time is the essence of any project. So what is post pre-stress, that can be faster for mass production of elements, because it is in the precast industry mainly. So mold is there, so everything is mechanized way, so it can be faster. But in the post tension takes longer due to tensioning process after curing. So it needs to place the duct. Inside the duct, it needs to place PT tendon. Then you need to wait for the concrete to achieve a certain strength. Then we need to stress. Then we need to grouting the tendon duct. So it is taking the longer time in case of post tension. But in the pre-stressed concrete, that is faster for mass production. That is the construction time. Next is coming is the material requirement. What is the material requirement? Both the tendons are required, but required precise control of pre-stress force. But it is required ducts, anchor, and more specialized equipment in the post tension. So that is why post tension is taking the time, but it's required precise control of pre-stress forces by the jack and the anything else. Next is the flexibility in design. limited the size of the casting bed and transport logistics. See, there is a problem that you need the more casting bed whenever it is a precast, because it is mainly used in the precast industry, and also the transport logistics. That means how often it can be transport or how it can be taken out. So this is become the is a problem. So if you have the space is not the constraint, if the transport is not the constraint, this post-tension concrete is very much important. But post-tension offer greater flexibility, especially for complex space shapes and larger span. So it is in flexibility in design, the post-tension. The next is bonding. What is the bonding? The tendons are bonded to the concrete along their entire lengths. But in the post-tension, tendons can be either bonded or unbounded to the concrete. So it is depending upon the design, it should be bonded or not bonded. Next is shrinkage and creep. These two things is to be considered whenever we are doing any RCC work. The shrinkage and the creep coefficient, it's to be considered in the design. So for the pre-stress, is tendons are bonded, which helps reduces shrinkage and creeps. But in the post-tension, can be adjusted to the mitigate shrinkage and creep effects. And also we need to do the port strip. We need to leave behind the a strip that is mitigate the shrinkage and creep coefficient. And after pouring the two adjacent slab, we need to pour the port strips area in the post tension slab. So in the shrinkage and creep, it is a very much important whenever we are dealing with any type of RCC structure. So in pre-stress, it is bonded, which helps reduce shrinkage and crack. But in the post tension also, we can adjust it and mitigate shrinkage by providing the port strip. The next is strength. In high early strength due to pre-applied stress, but in the post-tension, high ultimate strength due to post-applied pre-stress. So these are the different in between the strength. The next is coming in the control of deflection. Deflection also is the main criteria whenever we're dealing in RCC structure, that in the pre-stress, that is effective control of deflection from the time of casting. And for the post-tension, effective control of deflection during and after construction. These are the difference in between how to control the deflection. And then the typical use, where we can use the pre-stress concrete or the post-stress concrete, the precast beam, slabs, bridge, wherever the mainly in the precast industry it is using in the beam, slabs, and bridge and girders. But in the post-tension, long span bridges, large floor slab, parking structure, etc. That means in the cast in situ places, because it's taking more time, you need to place the tendon, you need to place the duct, you need to make a stressing, you need to wait for the strength to develop, then you need to do the grouting. So it is taking in more time. So it is if it is in the cast in situ, it is more applicable. And you for the pre-stress, it is typical beam, slabs, and bridge girder. And if it is in the precast industry, so these are the typical use. And what is the relevant IS code for that? The same code, that is IS 1343-2012 for the pre-stress and post-stress concrete. And what is the minimum grade of concrete? The minimum grade of concrete as per IS 1343, pre-stress concrete is M40 and the PT or the post-tension concrete is the M30. So whenever we are dealing with the pre-stress or post-stress, we need to follow this IS 1343. It has given the detailed guidelines, and we can follow, and we can easily do the design and the construction of the PT or the post-tension or the pre-stress concrete. So here is the difference in between pre-stress and the post-tension concrete. If I miss anything, please let me know. And if you find it useful, kindly subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon, so that whenever I upload any video, you will get immediate notification. And I'm waiting for your valuable comments, so that from your valuable comment, everybody will be benefited. And thank you once again for watching me.